Meeting of
Inspirational Minds.
Inspirational Minds.
Hong Kong
Laureate Forum.
Hong Kong Laureate Forum.
Good afternoon, the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, the Honorable John Lee, Secretary for Education, the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, Dr. Choi Yok Lin, Secretary for Innovation, Technology and Industry of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, Professor Sun Dong, Chairman of the Henderson Land Group and Director of Lee Shao-Kei Foundation, Dr. Martin Lee Ka-shing, Chair of the Shaw Prize Foundation, Dr. Raymond Chan, our honorable laureates, accompanying persons, forum participants, distinguished guests, and members of the press, welcome! On behalf of the Council of the Hong Kong Laureate Forum, also known as HKLF, a very warm welcome to the grand opening ceremony of the Hong Kong Laureate Forum. My name is Laura Kasensen, your MC for the day. The large-scale forum has been long awaited, with preparation beginning as early as 2020. And over the past 3 years, we have endured numerous challenges, including the impact of the global pandemic. However, our unwavering commitment to fostering intellectual exchange and scientific collaboration has brought us here together, and we shall embark on a journey of knowledge and discovery. I think we should put our hands together for ourselves. Well done. Well, in this forum, we're honored to have more than 20 Shaw laureates, together with our distinguished scientists, to interact with over 200 forum participants participating from around the world in a week of cross-generational education and scientific exchange event. This event will provide scientists with a unique opportunity to directly exchange in a cross-cultural and cross-disciplinary fashion. And in celebrating the kickoff of this forum, we're very delighted to have with us many of the key figures who have been instrumental to HKLF throughout this journey, playing pivotal roles into this forum. We'd like to pay a special gratitude to the government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Thank you. Our major partner, the Shaw Prize Foundation. Thank you. Our principal sponsor, Lee Shao-Kei Foundation, which fully sponsored the Hong Kong Laureate Forum. Thank you. And a big hand to members of our scientific review panel, program steering committees, as well as collaborating organizations and our other esteemed sponsors. Not to mention our participating Shaw laureates, their accompanying persons, and local speakers who have taken time out of your very busy schedule to join us in the following forum days. We know that we must have missed out a lot of people that we could not name, each one and every one of you, but do know that gratitude comes from the deepest of our hearts. So we would like to invite you all to put our hands together to those of you who have supported the forum. Thank you, everyone. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite on stage Professor Timothy Tong, Chairman of HKLF, to give us a warm welcome speech. Professor Tong, please.
The Honorable John Lee Ka-shing, Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, Dr. the Honorable Christine Choi, Secretary for Education, Professor the Honorable Sun Dong, Secretary for Innovation, Technology and Industry, esteemed Shaw laureates, fellow council members, distinguished guests, young scientists, members of the press corps, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to this much anticipated Hong Kong Laureate Forum. The first Hong Kong Laureate Forum was originally scheduled in November 2021, but like so many other activities during that time, we had to postpone the forum until now. due to COVID. Moreover, as some of you may know, the Council of the Hong Kong Laureate Forum Secretariat Office was maliciously attacked by ransomware just over a month ago, which seriously hampered our operation. But our perseverance and resilience prevail. So here we are, holding the opening of the first Hong Kong Laureate Forum. Thank you. As the saying goes, good things take time. I believe that this forum is well worth the wait. Let me give you a taste of what can be expected in this week's engaging programs. Apart from an exciting lineup of speakers who will share their research and insights on a wide range of topics, the forum will also provide an excellent opportunity for all to exchange knowledge, network, and to collaborate with each other. There will also be breaks from the engrossing intellectual dialogues where you will savor the delicacy of Hong Kong and have a taste of our culture. As we embark on this journey together, I'm confident that your mind and maybe your taste buds will be filled with new possibilities by the program ends. Just as importantly, part of the forum will have live webcasting to engage a wider community. We firmly believe the Hong Kong Laureate Forum will bring scientific achievements into the spotlights, raising awareness about scientific discoveries and their impact on societal progress. And just as importantly, stimulating interests among the younger generation to pursue science as a potential future career. Of course, none of these could have happened if we were not for the generous donation from the Li Shaoqi Foundation, which has fully funded the works of the Council of the Hong Kong Laureate Forum, including this forum. We are indeed very grateful for its financial support. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to the Shaw Prize Foundation for its partnership. Let me also thank all of you for taking the time to attend this event, in particular, those flying in from afar. Despite the challenges and uncertainties in the last couple of years, you have continued to have faith in us in pulling this forum together. Last but not least, I would like to express our gratitude to the Hong Kong government for their unwavering backing of our work. Without their support, the work of the Council and this forum would not have gone as smoothly. Indeed, we are very honored to have the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region to be our officiating guest of this opening ceremony. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Honorable John Lee Ka-chiu, the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Please.
Professor Timothy Tong, Chairman of the Council of the Hong Kong Laureates Forum, esteemed Shaw laureates, young scientists, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. It is my great pleasure to be here with you today for the opening ceremony of the inaugural Hong Kong Laureates Forum. I'm especially delighted to welcome over 20 Shaw laureates and some 200 young scientists from all over the world here at Hong Kong Science Park. This park is an INT landmark of our city. Last evening, at the Shaw Prize ceremony, I said that Hong Kong takes pride in being home to this prestigious international award. Indeed, the distinguished achievements of the Shaw laureates have helped to bring about this eminent science forum. Your presence enriches our scientific community. It is also testimony to the importance of international collaboration for knowledge advancement, for solving worldwide problems, and for the well-being of humankind. Under the auspices of the One Country, Two Systems principle, Hong Kong is bestowed with the unparalleled advantage of having the strong support of national strategies and global connectivity. We are a key conduit between mainland China and the rest of the world. Within the support of the National 14th Five-Year Plan, Hong Kong is determined to develop into an international INT center. The development of the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area will bring our INT scenes immense opportunities. The GBA brings together Hong Kong, Macau, and 9 cities in southern China. With a combined GDP equivalent to that of the world's 10th largest economy, the cluster city development converges our complementary strengths in research and development, advanced manufacturing, and business and trade. In my policy address last month, I announced a raft of new initiatives targeting our INT sector. The key areas range from pressing ahead with new industrialization and AI development to promoting cross-boundary data flow and digitizing government services. We will provide new land supply for INT use. We will also synergize with our mainland counterparts in developing the Hetao Shenzhen Hong Kong Science and Technology Innovation Cooperation Zone. The message is clear. We are sparing no efforts and resources in boosting INT. And we are confident the targeted measures will further enhance our INT ecosystems and create strong impetus for the growth of this sector. A sustainable pool of talents is essential to the success of INT development. Hong Kong is the only Asian city with as many as 5 universities in the world's top 100. In 2023, our performance in graduates in science ranked first globally in the World Talent Ranking of the International Institute for Management Development. The University of Hong Kong was recently ranked by QS as Asia's number 2. To maintain our competitive edge, the government endeavors to enlarge the INT talent pool by nurturing, attracting, and retaining talents. We strive to promote science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, or STEAM education in schools. We are introducing science as a subject in primary schools, launching support programs for the mathematics curriculum, and helping schools to identify and nurture local STEAM elites at the school level. At the same time, various other initiatives, including the STEM internship scheme and research talent hub, will continue to cultivate talents at different learning stages. Notably, under our global STEM professorship scheme, over 50 top-notch scholars from around the world have taken up their new research and teaching roles in Hong Kong, and a few dozen more will arrive gradually. As we continue to draw for talents, we also take heart in the encouraging results from our regime to attract top enterprises. In the past year, we have already secured 30 key enterprises expansion or establishment in Hong Kong. They all come from the strategic industries of life science, AI, fintech, advanced manufacturing, and new energy technology. These companies alone will invest nearly $4 billion here and create 10,000 jobs in the coming years. This development, ladies and gentlemen, is set to revolutionize our industry structure and firmly establish INT as a key driver of the economy. This, in turn, will form a sustainable science and innovation ecosystem for our next generation. Hong Kong will continue to be a world-class collaboration hub for inspirational minds. We warmly welcome more prominent events and conferences, such as the Laureates Forum, to take place in Hong Kong. We also encourage our guests from all over the globe to seize this opportunity to experience our thriving INT scene and beyond. While you are here, do take a time to enjoy our world-class arts and culture facilities, bustling nightlife and dining scenes, as well as the city's mesmerizing landscapes and natural wonders. When you return home, bring with you your own exciting Hong Kong stories for sharing with your family, friends, and communities. On that note, I wish all of you an insightful week here in Asia's World City. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chief Executive. Please be seated. I must admit, as a previous science student, I'm very excited. My president of HKUST is sitting right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the HKLF, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the Li Xiaokei Foundation for their generous support not only financially, but for other operational facilitations. They've also been aiding, aside from the Hong Kong Laureate Forum, many different innovation educational programs, nurturing youth and social development that makes a positive impact on the society. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Martin Li Ka-shing, Chairman of Henderson Land Group and Director of the Li Xiaokei Foundation, to come forward to the stage to say a few words for us. Dr. Li, please.
The Honorable John Lee, Dr. the Honorable Christine Choi, Professor Honorable Sun Dong, Shaw Laureates, fellow board members, distinguished guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hong Kong Laureate Forum. It's a tremendous pleasure to be here with you after the long and winding road that has brought us to today's gathering. This journey has not been easy, reminding me of the words of a famous poet and playwright who said, "If a thing is worth doing, it is worth doing well. If it is worth having, it is worth waiting for." Those words are certainly true for this forum. The pandemic forced us to wait 2 years for this inaugural meeting, and future generations are now depend upon us to do our work well. The Li Xiaokei Foundation is profoundly honored to sponsor this long-awaited exchange aimed at advancing world-class innovation and scientific breakthroughs. The Foundation and Henderson Land share the values and ambitions of this forum. We are committed to empowering our talented young people to realize their potential and contribute to the sustainable growth and development of our city, our nation, and our world. We believe innovation is the key to solving life's many riddles and mysteries, especially in the fields of science, medicine, and technology. Through the years, the Foundation and Henderson Land have supported a host of innovation endeavors, both in Hong Kong and around the world, backing scientific research and advancing academic excellence at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, the Hang Seng University of Hong Kong, and University College London, to name a few. Today, the Hong Kong Laureates Forum offers us a unique opportunity to carry our ambitions forward and kindle the flames of curiosity and knowledge. I would like to take a moment to thank the Forum Chairman, Professor Tong, and his team for their dedication and tireless efforts to make the forum possible, and for hosting a wide range of activities to educate, stimulate young minds through the pandemic to keep those flames alive. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope all of you here find this forum inspiring and fulfilling. Together, let's tap into the power of learning and discovery as we continue our journey to shape a better tomorrow. I wish this forum every success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lee. Thank you. Please do be seated. Thank you so much. Well, apart from the support of Lee Shou-kee Foundation, we're very honored to have the Shaw Prize Foundation as our major partner. The Shaw Prize Foundation organizes an annual international award to acknowledge scientists who have made outstanding contributions in scientific research or application. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming on stage Dr. Raymond Chan, Chair of the Shaw Prize Foundation and Board Member of the Council of the Hong Kong Laureate Forum, to say a few words for us. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Chan.
The Honorable Casey John Lee, the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, Dr. the Honorable Christine Choi, Professor the Honorable Sun Dong, esteemed Shaw laureates, fellow board members, distinguished guests, young scientists, members of the press corps, ladies and gentlemen. What a great honor it is to be here today at the Hong Kong Laureate Forum 2023. As mentioned by Professor Tong, after some false starts due to COVID, we finally make it here. The silver lining of the postponement is that we could time this first forum with the celebration of the 20th anniversary of the Shaw Prize. Our Shaw laureates, spanning 2 decades, having gathered in Hong Kong this week to join the celebration and the forum. There seems to be great synergy generated by the 2 events working together. The Shaw Prize was the brainchild of Mr. and Mrs. Run Run Shaw, whom many of you know as the legendary Hong Kong moguls, who built one of Asia's biggest film and TV empires. Like Dr. Lee, Mr. and Mrs. Shaw were also visionary philanthropists and firmly believed that science and education played a key role in the betterment of humankind. They provided a solid financial footing for the Shaw Prize. As a close partner of the Council of the Hong Kong Laureate Forum, I'm very pleased to see that over 20 of our Shaw laureates will take part in the forum. Some of you here were able to join us last night in the 20th anniversary of the Shaw Prize. I'm proud to let you know that to date, the Shaw Prize has honored 106 individuals who have made significant advances and outstanding contributions in the disciplines of astronomy, life science and medicine, and mathematical sciences. The forum will no doubt innate imagination and spark lively intellectual discussions in the coming week. For the young scientists among us, we hope you make full use of the opportunity to interact with the masters in your field and take inspiration from a quote from Albert Einstein. The important thing is not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chen. That was inspirational. Please remain on stage. Please remain on stage for the kickoff ceremony. Thank you very much. Well, as you can see, this intricately designed props resembling the eye holds a profound symbolism representing our unwavering vision that transcends boundaries and brings together most inspirational minds from all corners of the globe, united in our pursuit of scientific excellence. And now we would like to invite on stage once again the Honorable John Lee, Professor Timothy Tong, and Dr. Martin Lee to join Dr. Chen on stage for the kickoff ceremony. Gentlemen, please. On my count back from 3, we would like to invite our officiating guests to please place the props into the giant eye, symbolizing our collective commitment to nurturing and fostering a shared vision, propelling us on the path of scientific discovery and achievement. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on my count of 3, 2, 1. The Hong Kong Laureate Forum, meeting of inspirational minds. It is our pleasure to announce that the inaugural Hong Kong Laureate Forum is officially kicked off, and we look forward to exploring the world through the eyes of our distinguished scientists. Could we have the gentleman on stage to please pose for a picture, please? That's right, keep that smile going. And to also allow media friends at the back to take a few photos. That's right, media friends at the back to take a few photos. That's right, thank you, officiating guests. Please be on stage. And we would also like to invite our honorable show laureates and board members of the Council of the Hong Kong Laureate Forum to join us on stage for a group photo. Please welcome our forum participating show laureates to join us on stage for a group photo. We would now like to invite them one by one, and they include Professor Jean-Michel Bismuth. Professor Jean-Michel Bismuth, please. Welcome. Professor Jeff Chiga. Professor Chiga, please. Welcome. Professor Victoria Caspi. Professor Caspi, please. Welcome. Professor Noga Alon. Professor Alon, please. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Professor Erhu Hursovsky. Professor Hursovsky, please. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Professor Michael Perryman. Professor Perryman, please. Thank you. Professor Michael Welsh. Thank you for joining us today. Professor Reinhard Genso. Welcome, Professor Genso. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Professor Lyman Page Jr. Professor Franz Ulrich Hado. Thank you for joining us. Professor Stephen Belbas. Professor Belbas, please. Thank you. Professor George Lustig. Professor Lustig, please. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. Professor Katsutoshi Mori. Professor Mori, please. Professor Gert Foutings. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Professor Peter Greenberg. It's a pleasure having you, Professor Greenberg. Thank you. Professor Simon White. Thank you for joining us. Professor Maria Jason. Welcome. Professor Roger Blanford. Professor Blanford, please. Thank you for joining us. Professor Peter Hageman. Professor Hageman, please. Professor Gero Miesenberg. Thank you for joining us. Professor George Nagel. Welcome. We'd also like to invite on stage our board members of the Council of the Hong Kong Laureate Forum, and they include Dr. Moses Cheng. Welcome. Mr. Henry Fan. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Fan. Dr. Rita Fan. Dr. Flynn, please. Dr. Colin Lam. Dr. Colin Lam, please. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Carlson Tong. Dr. Tong, welcome. Mr. Joseph Yam. Welcome, Mr. Yam. Professor Kenneth Young. Ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the most significant stage I have ever stood on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on stage, could I invite you to please look straight ahead with the official photographer? Could the official photographer give us a wave? All right, looking straight ahead for the photo. Please look straight ahead, smile for the camera. We will give everyone equal chance to take photos. Okay, looking straight ahead with the official photographer. Straight ahead, yes. And at the back where the media stage is, please look straight ahead to the back of the media stage. And to our left-hand side of the audience, focus on the left of the audience. There is a lot of unofficial photographers. And on the right-hand side. All right, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, you have been fantastic. Please join our hands for the ladies and gentlemen on stage. Thank you, everyone. We'd also like to give a big thanks to our Chief Executive for gracing us with your presence today. The Chief Executive will now depart due to other business engagements, but nonetheless, thank you for being here with us. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, please do be seated. That was an amazing opportunity for laureates, our guests, as well as our board members to gather on stage. Well, on this occasion, there are two additional laureates that we would like to thank, and they are Professor Xiaodong Wang, 2006 Shaw Laureate in Life Science and Medicine, and Professor Eva Nogales, 2023 Shaw Laureate in Life Science and Medicine. Professor Nogales will be joining us after a couple of Shaw's Prizes activities arranged for new laureates today. And Professor Xiaodong Wang is extremely supportive to us. Amidst his very busy week, he'll be flying in from Beijing to Hong Kong this evening and giving a presentation at the plenary session tomorrow morning together with two speakers, our laureate Professor Michael Welsh, and our local distinguished scientist, Professor Chen Y.E. Please do join us tomorrow again to meet Professor Wang and Professor Nagels. And once again, we would like to thank our very wonderful guests for joining us today. It's my pleasure to announce that the Forum event series will now begin. So do be ready for a thought-provoking plenary session, insightful gatherings, insightful speeches, and exciting explorations. As our Chief Executive has mentioned, Hong Kong has a lot to offer. Please make sure you don't leave without any shopping. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our luncheon is about to begin, so please do enjoy, and more importantly, enjoy the networking and meeting like-minded people. Upon the serving of lunch at around 2 p.m., we will be extremely honored to have on stage a keynote speech by Professor Reinhard Genzel on the topic of a 40-year journey. I anxiously await the keynote speech. So this will then be followed by a thought-provoking panel session by 5 amazing scientists, and they include Professor Stephen Bilbus, Professor Gerd Feltings, Professor Peter Greenberg, Professor Lapchi Choi, and Professor Kenneth Young. So lunch will now be served, and please stay tuned for an exciting performance upcoming. Do enjoy lunch, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you.